time Nigerians will be marching to the poll to elect their next president. Good in Nigeria, this is the first Nigerian Youths. We are Votny, and today we'll be talking about voting and rigging towards the first coming elections. And today I have some guests in the house. I have Mr. Jimmy and Votny. You're welcome. I'm sorry about that. And we have a special guest in the house, Mr. Samson Ogo.
Yeah, thank you.
And also Benjamin. Okay. You're welcome to the house.
Thank you, Mr. Coach.
Today we'll be talking about voting and rigging in the forthcoming elections. Nigerians are having this mixed feelings that whether they vote or not, that the election is going to be rigged. And some have this perception in their heart that their vote doesn't count. So there's no need for them going out to vote. So today I want us to talk to Nigerians and enlighten them on what and what not to do and what to expect at the polling units. And should they have this mixed feeling that their votes will not count? Mr. Benjamin,
Yes, sir.
looking at the situation of Nigeria today, in the past elections, Nigeria will be coming out to vote. But the issue now is many of them have this perception that their votes doesn't count. That's why are they going to vote when they already know who the winner is?
Thank you very much. Now, if you are one of the people having this belief that your vote doesn't count, I have a question for you, and that question is, if your vote doesn't count, why do you think they come to you with bags of rice, gari, money, and other incentives for you to vote for them? Of course your vote counts. If it doesn't count, they won't come to you, to your doorsteps, to beg you to come out and vote. So it counts. I tell you, it counts. So it is important that we all come and vote. It counts.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Samson, I want to know, what is election rigging and how can an election be rigged?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kingsley, for having me here. Election rigging has to do with numbers not actually showing forth the way it is. In the sense that when 1 million people actually vote for a particular party, then the transit. See, where election rigging actually happen is the movement of counted votes in a particular unit or in a particular ward is being moved to the unit, to the central unit for collation. That's where the election is being rigged. You understand me? Now, I think on the part of INEC should actually do something where, in a case where in a ward, let the winner be declared there. In the sense that, in my ward, APC won by 100k, PDP 80k.
But
you understand me?
It's actually like that.
Yes, but it is usually not declared. It is declared on that unit. But if there is a central base where in Nigeria 100k won, and people are there to confirm that numbers, then we go to the central website to check the numbers, and we are seeing something there, we'll start talking there.
No, it has always been the way.
It has not been functional that way, Mr. Kingsley. I'm not sincere with you. It has not been functioning. If not so, see, one problem that Nigerians have, I don't know where that mindset of your election doesn't, your vote doesn't count comes from. If it doesn't count, do you know how much it costs to run a campaign? Do you know? It's no joke, Nigerians. It's no joke. If your vote doesn't count, they won't spend millions of dollars or nairas to come to you. They won't come to me to that, give me your vote for 5,000 naira. Your vote really counts.
But I think that is why in every ward we have party representatives.
Yes.
That there will be witness in the counting.
Yes.
And sometimes even the people are also there,
Yes.
witness in the counting.
Yeah.
So if the numbers can be changed, then there should be an awareness.
Let me break it down for you. This is Ikeja now. We voted. In Nigeria, they say 200,000 people win. Oh, yes, we confirm. APC will confirm, yes, 200,000. PDP will confirm, yes, 80,000 win. Let me use PDP in reverse. I'm not saying APC is going to win, I'm not saying PDP is going to win. But because APC is the sitting government, let me use PDP as the one leading. PDP is leading by 100k, APC is 80k. Everybody confirms it here. You understand me? Then we all go back home. believing that the INEC official who is taking that result, that information to the central center, is going to reflect that number. But on that point there, you get, because now all of us don't come back. We moved out. But if there is a central bit like Facebook, where everybody's seeing status, you get, in your unit, you see this number. When they, let me use Yoruba, ìgbà tó máa pé kíní 1 million ló pé, kí ló máa jẹ́ pé 200,000 la ní bẹ̀. You get, at that point they start questioning people. Corruption will be much more easier that way.
Okay.
My opinion though.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Hanotu. Sorry. Okay. What do you think we can do to curb this, change of numbers from one ward, from the initial ward to the central ward?
Okay. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
I think what he's trying to say, he's trying to make a point in it, but I don't think you're getting the point you're making. Fine, party members, they are always there to count vote after the election, right? But the thing is, they don't announce it. They don't put it up on here like, okay, this particular zone is getting this particular vote. Like this, like PDP win in this particular vote. Until they only do the announcement.
No. I think I will dispute that, because on the election sheets, on the electoral sheets, there is a place for all the party reps to sign. After counting the votes, they announce it there. Then all the party reps will have to sign in agreement that this is the numbers of votes that was counted in this ward.
What I said is, yes, sorry to cut you out. Yes, it happens that way. I was watching a movie, I can't really remember the movie. They were watching a TV screen. I didn't understand that scene. I just overlooked it. The election was like, hey, yes, you have Ohio, you have this country, you have this state. Wow. Yes, Atlanta, yes, you have it. And I was like, hey, what's happening? They've not done the counting. You understand me? But immediately, let's say Agege ward, immediately they are doing the counting. Hey, they're putting it up for all to see. Even you that are in Oshodi, you that are in Abakaliki, you are saying that, hey, ABC are doing in Agege. You understand my point? The status.
So don't you think this is where the international body comes in?
The international body can't do anything because we don't have the system.
Yeah.
We don't have the data, the system.
We don't have the
put it up. Yet we don't have the system to put it up. Now, we don't even need to wait for INEC to announce
at all
the result, because we should know already who is winning. Now, when you hear the party members shout, hey, they're just shouting based on what they are writing there. But at the end of the day, the people that will still call the result, they will still call it over there. You get, and their own is final. Whatever. How about when after calling the result, the party people, they will not be angry that no, this one year not without argument. That's because the proper announcement was not made that this particular unit got this thing won in this place. You know what I'm saying? So I think if we have a system where there's an announcement, like in Nigeia now, PDP has won in Nigeria. Everybody knows it already. It's not the party people saying it now. INEC itself.
Yes.
Putting it up, not party members.
No.
Because they can say anything.
Because yes.
Putting up that PDP has won in this Nigeria. We know that PDP has won. You know? Like that.
Anything cascades.
At the end of the day, we have to do it for
you can see that there's a simple way to fight this corruption, we say. This rigging. It's as simple as that.
Very simple.
It's very simple.
But at the end of the day, but with the system we have now, we have to go for INEC. Like they said, that from that point to point B, that middle, it's really not to happen. No, sorry.
Okay.
Don't look at Osun State. Look at things that just with that election alone. If I'm not this Nigerian youth that wants my country to be better, I won't come out and vote. But because I see this country as a great country, in as much I've seen the loopholes, I still want to vote. Ekiti and Osun State election can encourage any youth to say they're not voting.
So in this case now, what do you expect Nigerians to do? What do Nigerians do to have to be able to curb this rigging not to happen? Is it okay? What do we do with INEC?
what Nigerian youth can do to curb this rigging is let everybody be at that word at the end of the day when they're collating results.
Okay, let everybody be at the ward.
You voted, party representative or no party representative, make sure you're at that word. See when these things are counted. You get? Once you're at that word where you see things are counted, and everybody, I think INEC too should try and, it's just as this, I don't know, INEC should try and let there be a live feed where you follow, live feeds where you follow what's happening per time. Live feeds where you follow what's happening per time. So when everybody's there, hey, APC 1, Ward A in Lagos State. Woo, everybody cheer up. Hey, APC, we won here, we won here, we won here, we won here. You understand me? Everybody chillax. Everybody's now waiting for, Kino APC winning Ward B. By the time we hit 100 people, or let me say 50 people, have a particular numbers, and at the end of the day, they are seeing a wrong number. Then that discrepancies.
Okay, so now it's now clear that Nigerians, what Nigerians need is an INEC that is very transparent.
God bless.
So they should carry everybody along.
Sorry, just to add more, INEC should have a deciding officer.
INEC should have a deciding officer.
Deciding officer in the sense that after that word is confirmed, you get the transparency. You understand me? APC, PDP, all party members are there. They saw when the counting is being made. There's no better way to do the voting other than what they do in NTA.
But I think that is why we have international monitoring body to be present when all these things are happening.
How many international bodies can? I mean, of them can go to Ikorodu, can go to Ikotun,
or Bayelsa,
Mushi, and stand to count.
No, can they go to Maiduguri?
What I say, and inside the villages also.
No, they can't.
Benjamin, and likewise, man, I want you to educate Nigerians on the way they should vote. Because I've seen cases, I've been at polling units whereby, more than half of the votes were being annulled, were being cancelled because of the way it was voted, being voted. So I want to educate Nigerians on how they should vote.
All right. Please, I'm calling on all Nigerians that will go out there to vote. Now that you are watching this right now, there is a picture on the screen that shows you how to vote. You can use any of your thumbprint to vote. Please, if you're voting, ensure that the paper where you are voting, your hand goes in between. Let it not touch the side lines. Because if you should touch the side lines, they will annul the vote. Your vote will not count. So ensure the printing goes in the box, which is showing there on the screen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benjamin. You've heard it all. Please, Nigerians, you've heard it from Mr. Benjamin. Please, while voting, in the boxes, we have different parties. Please ensure that your fingers doesn't pass through any of the lines. Just make sure you place your finger just in the box of your choice of party, and it will be valid. Anything apart from that, your votes will be cancelled. You can't go into the sun and suffer in a queue, and it gets your turn and your vote is being cancelled. It's not terrible at all. Please, thank you very much. Back to Mr. Sampson. Please, again, on this voting aspect, I want to talk to Nigerians about this impression they have that the winner, they already know the winner. So, because of this person, they don't want this person to win. So they just vote for this other person, not knowing who this candidate is, not knowing the capability of this other candidate. So they will now vote somebody else because they don't want somebody else to win. So please, I want you to talk to Nigerians about it.
Okay. First of all, I am grateful I am born in this generation. That phase is like gradually changing. You understand me? It's not going to happen at once. That information age that we are going into, which we are in right now, is going to come into politics. Over time, we don't vote people because of party. If not so, people like Shorio will not be heard of. People like Fela Durotui, they will not be heard of. People like Obi, this woman. Yes, we will not be heard of. But this is it. They came and make a disruptive change in the presidential campaign. February 16th, will confirm who wins. And I'm sure they will have a larger number of people that vote for them. And this is it. 2023, they will hit the mark. Yes, we think it's only two parties, APC, PDP. But I'm telling you, Nigerians, we don't just have two parties. We have other parties. Vote for people with credentials, with pedigree, people you can trust, people that can convince you enough, not just PDP, APC, Polo, Gary, and the rest of those things.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Because of time,
Okay.
Mr. Benjamin, I don't even have so to say.
I want to say something based on the point he's trying to raise.
Okay.
And that has to do with our perception to voting in Nigeria. Many people vote for parties instead of... You remember when I started, I said, in voting, we have two factors to consider. One is the people that are voting. Secondly, for whom to vote for. Okay, I never say party to vote for. I say whom to vote and whom to be voted for. Okay, but our perception in Nigeria is party to vote for, and that is what is killing us. Nigerians have been clamoring, crying out for youth leaders, okay, to take over the leadership of this nation, and we've had it right before us. We've had the people you've mentioned, very sound. Okay, but nobody's considering.
Yeah, I heard somebody say that. Okay, they know of Sobo, they know of Emoy, and they know of Ezekos in the road, because they know that these people want to win, and they don't want Buhari to win, so they rather go for Atiku.
Now that's the point I am still making. That perception, everybody is saying it. What about if everybody that is saying it, let me just out of my own, let me vote. Another person will do the same thing. And at the end of the day, we are coming up with one out of this. Okay? Out of this people. Okay. Instead of this. Another thing I want to say here is, please, I cannot tell anybody whom to vote for, but we can tell you whom not to vote for. If somebody tells you that I will turn the value of $1 to ₦1, and at the end of 4 years, the person fails to do that, instead of turning $1 to ₦1, the increase is now much. Okay, the past administration was 3 years. I checked it. 3 years between his, coming into office and leaving the office. I checked the difference in naira and dollar. It's I think 50 naira. But in this 4 years, the difference between naira and dollar is about 100 and something. It's not right. Okay. Yeah, instead of having 1 naira to $1, it is now 150, getting to 200 naira. So if you should promise me that and you fail, what do you expect? And in Enugu, where I come from, okay, while I was working, I was going to office one day, so I saw a billboard during the campaign that we are going to use coal in Enugu to generate electricity. Enugu people, are we using coal as electricity now in Enugu state? No, of course we are not. Who are you going to vote for? Vote for the right candidate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Vote for the right candidates. Okay, I want to ask a shocker, and I'm asking Mr. Harlan Shocker. Who are you voting for?
Who am I voting for? You want to know who I'm voting for?
Yes.
Don't worry, on that day we'll go together. So just vote wisely. I always say this: vote wisely. You know what to do. You know the right person to vote for. Don't forget the money, whatever they are putting up. You know the right thing. You know what you have suffered in this regime that's happened. If you feel you are cool, just do whatever you think is okay for you. All right. So vote wisely and vote who you think will make Nigeria a greater nation again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If you are a Nigerian out there and you are above the age of 18, you have a civic duty to vote, as long as you have the requirement to vote, which is a PVC. In the next few hours, we'll be going down to the polls to vote for a preferred choice of candidates. Please vote wisely, and please vote and not fight. Thank you very much. This is the voice of the Nigerian youth. This is Votny.
This is the voice of the Nigerian youth. God bless Nigeria.